What up, Lockdown Gang? This is Lockdown Reactions with your host DJ, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're gonna be reacting to 60 Days In, Season 6, The Reunion, Episode 17, and there is a second part, but we're gonna just be reacting to 17, the first part today. I'm gonna need all y'all that's new to this channel, to this video, go ahead, please hit that subscribe button. I want to emphasize that again. I need y'all to subscribe. And oh boy, let's get our popcorn, and let's get to this reaction. So look, bro, today we're gonna be reacting to 60 Days In, Season 6, Episode 17, The Reunion, Part 1. And we'll react to that one as well. But today we're going to be reacting to the first part. So if you're new to this channel, please remember to go and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I drop a new banging video. And without any more chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get to this reaction. Lego.
Tired of people saying that I was like in a dangerous situation or anything because nothing happened. I didn't get anything. It's starting to piss me off.
You smoked some clone, but you didn't try to go buy it because you probably would have got your ass whipped.
He was a participant. He smoked some clone.
Single-handedly most humiliating moment of my life.
I wanted to beat the brakes off of you because she's full of. Don't talk about me behind my back because I don't do fake bitches. I don't.
To think that you would even approach me to fight is hilarious to me. I'm actually quite surprised that she would even feel like she would win.
It is not a feeling, it's a no.
I didn't even know you talked about it. I was shocked.
I've never failed at anything in my life.
Welcome to 60 Days In, The Aftermath. I'm Dan Abrams.
See, I'm gonna say right now though, we didn't see Champagne get released like everybody else. So I don't really know what happened with that. Y'all comment below if y'all know what happened. I don't really know what happened with that because Champagne was still up in the jail, and he wasn't there when they was like giving the drugs and the weapons to the sheriff, and they had just got out. He won't removed when they removed everybody. Like, so I don't know.
We just wrapped up Season 6 of 60 Days In, where another round of undercover participants fought to survive in what may have been the toughest jail we've seen in 6 seasons. Dennis and Jennifer.
Dennis the
women
Menace.
and the men have not met each other before, but something that's maybe even a little more striking, Dennis and Alex, are you surprised to see Tony here?
I'm not surprised at all.
You're not?
Nah.
You knew
I knew from the jump.
that Tony had been put in there as a plant.
Yeah. I figured that out from the jump.
Did you know?
I only knew because Dennis was like, yo, on the low.
Yeah, really.
I can't tell you who, but they got another dude in there. And I was like, all right.
You know, I had to make Alex aware, you know, of his surroundings.
And for the women, how is it all to be back together?
It's bringing back memories. It's bringing back a lot of memories, and you know, just excited to be here and relive what happened.
There's no surprise lady gonna walk out.
No.
All right.
So this reunion is being taped before the premiere of Season 6. And so none of you have seen any of the episodes so far.
No.
Are you nervous?
Excited?
Not at all. I'm just ready to see what's going on. I want to see how.
So they haven't seen themselves on camera yet, and they about to see. This is funny. It's always kind of cringing to watch yourself on camera. I'm curious to see. And there were so many stupid moments that happened on the 60 Days In. Just trifling things, too. You know, like, I want to see how they're going to react. It's funny.
What he do for a living? I guarantee he probably sit behind somebody's desk somewhere. Work from home or something. Sell insurance or something. He's an interesting character. We talk a lot, but I boss.
Highlights from your time
Here we
in
go.
the Etowah County Detention Center.
I'll see you on the other side.
I'm giving up all control.
Checking was very slack. I totally could have stuck something on my butt if I wanted to.
Ew, bro.
Gotta go in and have this look like, don't f with me.
It's been pure.
She don't even look like the same person.
Etowah County Jail is a party.
Anything that's out in the street is in the jail. Clone, heroin, ice.
The whole night is just free for all.
Crazy.
Weapons.
Oh.
It's not safe.
People can die in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
If Alex was in any type of danger, I would look out for him.
I'd rather
He looks like he just came out of a trash can or something. Alex is funny.
get beat up than have Dennis be my savior.
There are
What?
so many demonic presences in this place.
I believe that.
Insane.
I believe that.
This is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life.
This is the dumbest decision ever. You want to tap?
Yo,
take
was that Lil Fizz?
your right hand?
Is it tougher than it looks on TV?
Of course.
This season is way more wilder than any other season. Blowing
Chaos.
every other season out the water for sure.
Chaos.
Yeah, 100%.
How is it different than what you had expected based on watching it on TV?
I think for me, I anticipated that I was going to have issues with the inmates, not the correctional officers. There were times that the inmates gathered together and fed me because I can't eat certain things. And so I wasn't expecting the inmates to really have my back and for me to miss them when I left. I told my father, I was like, yeah, I miss them. He's like, you don't miss no inmates. They're criminals. And I'm like, no, they're real people.
I think I had a perception about people in jail, and I only had that perception from the outside looking in. So I wanted to see what it'd be like, see if it changed my perception from being on the inside.
So was this former college quarterback too confident for his own good? Let's take a look at Dennis's journey.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was. He definitely was.
A little cocky. You're kind of pretty. You're going to go into a place with a bunch of rednecks. That attitude right there, they're going to eat you alive.
This dude running. Doing on the job. This man tripping, bro.
I played quarterback my whole life, and I just feel like I'm a quarterback in here too as well.
What?
So people do
What?
look up to me. They consider me a top boss.
No. Definitely not. Heck no.
That he has reached
Heck no.
pod boss status. Do you see that?
Nah, not at all, no.
That's funny, bro. Champagne. Champagne is funny.
What the hell? Look at that.
Dennis is definitely not a pod boss. No. Why? Because you work out? Dennis no way.
Oh, man. Tony
Oh.
mad because I ain't give him a soup and stole that. You know?
Yeah. Tony hating on me, bro. He hating on me.
What's that?
Oh, man, you know what's going on with Stone.
Yeah, tell him how you say you put him on ice, Tony.
So Dennis, what was it like watching it?
It's actually pretty cool watching it. Pretty accurate.
Yeah. He was not a pod boss.
Yeah. Nah.
Dennis? What?
I mean, I consider myself a pod boss, not in the sense where I'm threatening somebody or beating somebody up. That's not the case. But more so, I can walk anywhere in the jail and feel cool.
Like a respect thing.
Respect it, yeah.
You want to tell Tony what you actually do for a living?
So
He was right. He was accurate.
sure. I did get into that a little bit, but
Chief Peak, did you have it out for him from the beginning?
Let's make something real clear. We're expecting you to help us out.
understood. So talk to me like a man, and everything's good. I've been doing what I can to do.
I remember this.
This ain't some schoolyard, some
He was like, all right, I hear you. All right, I remember this.
college, or some football field. This is real life. So quit doing all this stupid that you're doing. I don't need that.
Don't raise your voice up.
Oh! I'm triggered. Don't raise your voice at me, boss.
Don't turn around anything on me, because I promise you, I will walk you out the door right now. Do your job. Simple as that.
And do your job. Simple as that.
Hang in there.
So?
The problem is, though, if you were to put hands on him, you going to jail for real just because that's assault against a cop. And so, even if you wanted to, like, unless he was the type of individual that is okay with meeting up in a area alone, no cameras, no guns, and nothing like that, and y'all just throw the hands and then walk away like everything cool, like they do in prison. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he would be that type of dude. He would want to press charges on that bond, and he would want to, like, you know, yeah.
Like to watch that.
What can you do?
That was pretty intense. I didn't appreciate that part, to be honest with you. You know, from the jump, I think Pete just had an issue with me. That's where all the
Yo, is it just me, or do he kind of look like the warmonger from Black Panther? The guy that played Creed. You know what I'm saying? He kind of looked like him just a little bit. I I can't remember his name. Jamaica or something like that. I can't remember his name, but the guy that played Creed, Champagne, almost kind of looked like him while he's being interviewed wearing his suit, his outfit, with his hair and all that the way it is.
Drugs is Act 6.
So, Dennis, in the end, do you now
The sheriff and the chief, they kind of look like they brothers. Like the chief looks kind of like a fat brother of the sheriff. It's funny.
maybe better understand where Chief Peak was coming from? Mistakes that contributed to her cover being blown. Let's take a look.
Oh no, I don't want to.
Wow.
What is she doing?
Miss Williams decided that she would not allow us to sleep.
Come on, man. Fire her blind. That's crazy. That is so inhumane. I mean, it's already inhumane living while they locked up in prison, but I mean, she's going out of her way to torment. Like, that is inhumane. That fire her. I remember this.
But I was still like very much exposed.
Making her cry
I've never
again.
seen a cop or a corrections officer violate somebody like we were violated. But I've been a police officer for 6 years.
Ashley, how does it feel to relive that?
That's crazy, y'all. Like, you can literally like just feel and see the horror, frustration, and irritation, and I mean, she's sitting here bawling over this. Like, she was the cop that, bro. If they still got that woman working there, they crazy. They crazy, bro. And she's not the only one. That's why this show exists, y'all. It's not just for the drugs. It's to expose the dirty suits.
Let's take a step back. Tell us about the moment you were left naked in your cell.
So that is, I'm about to be 30 years old, single.
That is so degrading. That is really degrading, yo. Like,
Handled the most humiliating moment of my life.
yeah.
It wasn't until next morning when Miss got there, and I was like, Miss, she's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, can I please have some clothes?
Very, very disheartening. And I just hate it because, you know, this patch I have on my arm, it represents all 179 people that work for me, whether they do good or they do bad. And so I take it personally. I take it to heart. It's very disheartening. I don't know any words I could say, but I hate that you had to experience that.
Thank you.
Went from living with your parents to living in jail. Right. Big change. A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He looks like a college kid, y'all.
What did your parents say when you said to them, "Hey, I'm going to go to jail"? They were like, "Well, I think that's the wrong decision. I don't understand why you would even want to do that." Let's take a look.
No, boy. I'm
Why
sorry.
you gotta laugh like that?
You're killing me.
I put my hand out, and he just looked at me and wouldn't shake my hand. When someone like disrespects me like that, it just makes me not like them.
Aww. So what are you gonna do about it? Look at Tony, it's funny.
Cutting a line pisses me off. It's such a blatant sign of disrespect.
Oh, bro, are you in
That's why
prison?
you're in jail, because you didn't learn basic respect like that on the street.
Bless your heart.
Oh, he's so cute. He wants people to have manners in prison. Bless his heart. Oh.
They're ruining me. I've been 4 or 5 spots back up in line. I've seen Dennis come right
Go tell your mama and dad about it.
once an a-hole.
That's me. They laughing at him. He trying to shake him up.
This place is really like, it's getting to me super hard.
You got the police haircut.
How I'm perceived.
You
It's
gotta-
regressing me to
You gotta have tough skin, bro. If you don't got tough skin,
point that I haven't really felt since I was like a fat kid in like 4th, 5th grade.
Dang.
Where
I was in danger. I didn't get in fights with people or anything, you know. So there's nothing that I needed from you. I felt weird, but it's
And you felt lonely, and you felt like you needed some friends, and you felt like people were picking on you, and you felt like nobody liked you, and you felt like your cover was blown, and that you were a sore thumb that stuck out what you were, and you didn't belong, and you know, like all those things.
at the
Yeah.
same time, like I get it now, like being out of there, like, you know, I shouldn't have came up to you the way that I did because it could have potentially looked like, you know, I
Yeah.
met you before or something like that.
I mean, I just think that you definitely should have either said something, because I didn't know that you were going through anything. I thought everything was fine.
Listen to your parents.
So you think that Alex made a mistake by getting
You
in the
listen to
program?
your parents.
Right. With all of us sitting up here saying safety first, that was a mistake for him coming.
But when was my safety ever in jeopardy? When was I ever in a situation where somebody would?
When they were saying that you was a cop, when they said, "Oh, look at his haircut, he's a cop," when you couldn't defend yourself, when you couldn't speak up for yourself, when they were saying, "Hey, bro, you a cop," you even got the cop haircut, this, down, the third, you putting your head down, you know what I'm saying? That's when you was in danger, bro. That's when you was in danger.
Was trying to fight me or trying to take my. That never happened. And I'm tired of people saying that I was like, you know, in a dangerous
You
situation
were.
because nothing happened.
You were, and it was going to happen if you didn't get out. It would have, because they all knew you blew your cover just by walking in, looking the way that you do.
That's just the truth. Because you don't know how to communicate on that level. No, it's not bad not to be from that element, but I'm also not going to parachute out over Iraq if all I've been is in damn Cub Scouts. You know what I'm saying? So there's the difference.
Alex,
Well, Sheriff, you honestly got part in this too, bro. You're the one that brought this guy in. You know what I'm saying? You should have been able to look at him and see that he was a marshmallow. I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's not just him that's part in this failure. You know what I'm saying? You should have known just by talking to him, just by getting to know him as a person, individual, by looking at him, that he would get eaten alive. I mean, you took part in this, Sheriff. So
you're a good, pure person.
yeah,
That's what we're trying to get at. And you got to have a little bit of an attitude and a little bit of badness to you to even make it through one day, let alone how long were you in there for? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Three and a half.
That's a long time.
Was there anyone here who did not think about tapping out at one point or another? You never thought about it?
I never thought about it.
You ever think about it?
I did. I was breaking down a little bit, but I stuck it through.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I know I wasn't, but I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, often.
And obviously. Yeah. Well, let's bring them out. Nat and Jacob, come on out. Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. Nat, let's begin with you. Why'd you want to do this?
You know, you hear all the time on TV, oh, the correctional system screwed up, we not breathing there. It's like, it's literally an animal cage in there. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I'm just trying to get inside your head. What's going on?
People are gonna watch this. They're gonna see how weak I am.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I understand. I can't say I understand fully, but I understand. He's a Marine. I'm a veteran as well. I was in the Army, and there comes a point when you're going through basic, even when you're, especially basic though, but when you're in the real military, like out in the military branch too, but especially in basic, where you get to a point where you feel exactly like he just expressed. You feel like you're in a cage, like you're going crazy, and you just want to go home. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly would have expected a Marine to be able to stick it out. However, I don't know exactly what all is going on in the system to the degree that he obviously has experienced. So, you know, I can't really judge, but at the same time, I understand why he feels like people are going to look at this and then say that he was weak this down the third, and especially when it comes to like veterans in branch like Marine, Army, and stuff like that. The tougher branches, that's all that you're like like they feed that to you, you know what I'm saying? You constantly are judging yourself. It's like it just warps your mind, and you will judge yourself. You will try to do the best you can to be like the absolute perfect person and not make a mistake. And the moment that you do, and they start calling you weak and telling you this, that, and the third, you either you break down and you leave, or you toughen it out, develop tough skin, and you push through it and make yourself tough. So, you know, like I can see why it's taking a toll on him, like feeling like people are gonna look at this and think that he's weak and all that kind of stuff. I completely understand because I went through the military as well, so I know.
I don't think it's safe. I don't. If you put all the mental aside, I don't think it's safe. There's weapons, there's drugs, there's lack of respect in every aspect inside of there. They don't give it. It's just not safe.
Keep my out.
I'm gonna regret it, but yeah.
Seasons. Come on, man. You've seen the show. I've never seen 100+ dudes not on lockdown. You're the only one that has your back. You know, they'll tell you they have your back, but they don't. It's a rough place, man. It's a really jail. No offense, but that's what it is.
Are you ashamed you didn't last longer?
In the moment I was, but at this point, I would say to anybody who tries to knock it, come and try it.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sheriff and Chief, were you disappointed when Matt tapped out?
What is like on the other side, on the flip side of what I do. At the same time, I'm very disappointed in myself that I could not do that. I've never failed at anything in my life, and until this. So,
Jacob,
I highly doubt you, Jacob. You officially become a liar because everyone has failed at something, no matter how big or small. So to say that you never failed at all, we learn from our failures. And if that's really how you feel, you officially are a liar. So good luck with that.
It was another participant who made 60 days in history, not for necessarily the right reasons. Let's watch.
I didn't sleep too well last night. A lot of anxiety.
What's the anxiety like now?
Praying a lot harder than I thought. As a corrections officer on the inside, I have a hard time turning it off.
What? Now I remember him. Now I remember Jacob. This dude didn't even get to the jail. He didn't even get in the thick of it. Not even. All he did was walk in the building into processing, and he had already dropped like a fly. And he was talking about it's going to take a shank. It's going to take getting stabbed to make him quit and get out. You're a joke. You're a joke, Jacob.
I'm ready to go.
You're a joke.
I'm done. I can't.
You didn't even get there yet.
I'm sorry. I want to go.
You're a joke, man. Pathetic. You're a joke.
Yes. Still 10. That's a 10.
Joke.
Jacob, what's it like to
Joke.
watch that now?
I feel like I was a completely different person at that time.
He lasted 5
I'm a lot
minutes.
more confident now, but I'm still very, very ashamed of myself, regardless.
Tony, you couldn't believe it. You said, wait a sec, he just gave the signal thinking that it wasn't really that.
Right. You tapped out the intake. You already knew that wasn't for you. You didn't even make it into the pod, so mentally, you going in, you was already defeated, I feel. And that could have been a spot or opportunity for someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so the whole tapping out thing, I'll never down anyone for tapping out. However, you know, in your specific case, you tapped out an intake. Come on, bro.
Any of his comments from Matt or Jacob, I thought Alex would be the first one to do so, but Alex stood strong. I was pretty much the pod boss by the time I left.
I'm over it. I feel like she's like a little puppy in a sense, and she needs to be coddled and pampered. This isn't the place for that. I cannot tolerate it. So I just smile and nod. I mean, you know what I mean?
That was the kick-ass moment.
It's the consistent complaining. I'm an intolerant person, and I don't want to hear it, you know? And
I understand. I don't really like complainers constantly complaining. If that's all you want to talk about, and you know you're in prison, man. Like I get it. I get both sides of the story, y'all. But like at the same time, you know, prison is designed to like be like hell on earth, bro. It's designed to that's what it does. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to complain every day on top of the fact that you can't leave. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real inmate, you can't leave. Ain't nothing you can do. And people already gonna be thinking like that, thinking about what sucks being locked up. You really think every single day they want to go over what sucks being locked up when they locked up? If they could just leave and walk out, they would do that. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants to hear that in their ear constantly every time they talk to you. And even when they not talking to you, if you walk up to them, you always just want to talk about it. Eventually, they're like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? We in prison, y'all. Like, you know, so I get it. But then I also get the fact that she has a real disease and she can't eat certain things and it's down to third. So I understand that at the same time. But maybe she shouldn't be there. But the people that do get locked up, she is exposing the fact that they got to deal with that. If they have real allergies that are life threatening, you know what I'm saying, or health threatening, and they can't get the kind of food that they need, and they locked up, what happens to those people? You know what I'm saying? So she did bring some exposure to all that. I mean, I understand.
And like she said, we weren't friends, and there were other things that irritated me. To think that you would even approach me in a way to fight is hilarious to me. I'm actually quite surprised that she would even feel like she would win, maybe.
Oh!
No.
What do you make of the fact that she referred
Tony's
to you as
just
a fake
sitting there
Christian?
smiling.
Oh, God, I forgot about this.
This is when they made her have to pee, bro. They made her have to pee.
I was like, what? What kind of shit in our system? Drugs. Next thing I know, Angel's at the door staring at me.
Shanice told me to my face that she was going to blow all of our covers if she did not get to leave.
Shanice, save it! Act it up! What? Act it up. Yeah, dude.
I did not say goodbye to Shanice.
Oh no.
I don't care.
You threatening to blow the
All of
cover
you
of everybody
did not
if you don't get
know
out?
is that after you left, Sheriff
Selfish.
Horton decided to put a new group of participants into the jail for a second phase of the program. Tony, why did you doubt Mark?
Oh, right. Before we ever even met, you're sizing me up because you wanted to say something.
He was trying to help us. He was trying to help you.
No. That's not what it was.
Just be lucky you weren't in our part. You only lasted one day.
You want to blast it one day.
Yes, but my staff stops them. We don't wait for the inmates to stop.
Woo!
There's a lot of things that Tony did that I kind of questioned. He take it too far.
I can't wait for this one. Alright, Lockdown Gang. So that was my reaction to the 60 Days in season 17 of the finale. I know there's going to be another one. This is Lockdown Reactions with your host DJ, and thank you for tuning in and watching this reaction. If you're new, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you get alerted every single time I drop a new banging video. And without any more chitter chatter, I'll see you on the next video. Lockdown Gang. Peace.
It's lit. Just take a look at the drip.